It's on the wrong speed. He clicks the switch to 33. Turns the dial right up to 10. And he flies, leaping around the room like an eat-up baboon. Just him and his damn set, yelling, I have no regrets. Do it for the love and rush the bars like rush. Whatever tunes your knees to push, the hip, the lift, even if you gotta sift through the shit to get to the twist. The smile I high like it's your very last. Can never get another try. Do it loud, do it for the loud, for the here and now.
This is the third episode of this series of a new location that we are at in close proximity to Area X. Now, the gentleman down at Area X has had an encounter with a large, older male gray Bigfoot that they have affectionately named Old Gray. Now, they say that he is a bit cantankerous and doesn't care that you see him. So I'm thinking maybe we found Old Gray's home base away from Area X. Where we camped, we seem to have had quite a number of visits from what may be Old Gray. A little angry, a little cantankerous, breaking branches, pushing over trees, and this is episode 3. I hope you enjoy it.
Chris went up the hill and it's starting to sprinkle a little bit. So I think he'll be back pretty soon. Need to hurry up and finish this book so I can get into the next one. Love me some Vance Orchard. Here in a little bit, I'm going to walk down and film. I really want you guys to see how isolated we are here. Because when I can get some drone footage over here, and I'm just going to have to go way out to the road, send the drone up over here to get some aerial footage around the campsite, I want to be able to show on a diagram when I start explaining things that are happening. I want you to see where they are in relation to, you know, the terrain. So, yeah, I'll take a short walk that way and just let you see really how we are out here. Okay, everyone, I'm just going to do a real quick walk. When I start putting this video together and we start talking about what's happening in camp after we leave and how soon something is coming into camp and just the general things that's going on, I want you to get an idea that we're on a dead-end road, and that's where we set our campsite up, right in the road, because it dead ends up there. And I just want you to take a look that something's coming in from this. It's quite hilly. Lots of draws and hollers and ridge lines. So, I mean, easy to just peek ahead over the tops of these things. You know, this is a gradual slope going west up behind our campsite, and of course this is a gradual slope downhill away from our campsite. But I'm just going to give you an idea of it reminds me of the Pacific Northwest up there when I was camping by Riff Lake. Just ferns on the ground and constantly a wet feel, where they would get a little rain almost every day. So look at the thickness. And this is a pretty good drop off down here, and just keeps going. Down there is the road, quite a ways down there, and it's just all uphill. So all right, here's the area where at least 2 separate nights, maybe 3, we've had something walk up, at least in the very close to the recorder log area. Don't know if it's because they showed up because that's where we've been hitting that tree with sticks and rocks. Don't know if it's just because we were down here. I don't know. And I don't even know if it's coming in from the side or if it's coming in from above. But I'm going to assume that it's coming in from above. So this is going to be the first time I'm going to put out a recorder log, and then I'm going to put out the game cams, but I'm going to use some peanut butter as an attractant. So I want to arm my parabolic . Make sure that I am recording and everything is in the proper plug-in. It's 7 o'clock. So this recording will start at 7 o'clock and will end about 7 in the morning. So you guys know how these logs look. There's where it's taking in all the information. And so far, I think I'm just going to stay with what we've used so far. I had it in this, this is a tree here that's been torn up by woodpeckers. So I'm going to put it back in this tree. And what I'm going to do is, I've got these 2 little game cams. The ones that I have inside the logs. But today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to put them on the downhill side of some of these trees. On the downhill side with the pine needles kind of piled up around them so that only the face of this is showing at the base of a couple of these trees kind of pointing in this direction. And then I'm going to use some peanut butter as a bait. So well, let me bring the camera with me. Chris is still in Mina, or he's on his way back from Mina getting firewood and some supplies and ice. So I'm going to do this on my own. See if I just can't set this up in the absolute best. So the recorder there is easily going to pick up anything way up here. So I want to go up here where it slopes a little bit more. See how steep that gets. Once it gets up there, it just really starts going up at a pretty steep incline. So the parabolic mic is down there. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. What I'm going to do is I am going to smear a bunch of peanut butter on this tree. I mean, you know, we might get a bear. We might get something like that. I can sure smell the peanut butter. As long as the recording log can hear what's going on up here, that should make a nice recording. If something comes down, and all of these peanut butters are in this cluster of trees, man, and I can smell it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the game cameras up. The one game camera is going to be right here at the base of this tree on the downhill side, facing towards all those peanut butter trees, which is a cluster of trees right there. So being on the downhill side, if something comes from above, it won't see these cameras even as they pass the tree and go to the peanut butter. So all right, I got 10 seconds to arm it. Right there, that's good. Okay, that one is armed. And then a little higher up, I want to get this tree right here. I think this is a great idea. All right, 10 seconds. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna work good. Now let's get the hell out of here. I can smell the peanut butter wafting through the trees. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Right up there. Let me give them one good whack. Let them know I'm still down here in case they want to come down here for any more reasons. This is up here where the road turns. Camp is that way going downhill, and it turns there. It's a trail, really, not a road, but it turns there, goes a quarter of a mile, zigzags on up towards that ridge where we've been putting out the recorders. But right here on this turn is where we were standing that first night when we turned the corner, and I looked behind me in this direction, and we caught a heat signature somewhere back in here. I don't know exactly where. I mean, as you can see, it drops down. So, I mean, it could have been anywhere. Being our first night in, we really didn't have a lay of the land. But it was somewhere back in here where it drops down. there possibly could have been a heat signature looking up over one of these, rises with its body and head behind a tree. But this is where it happened. Back to camp. Chris isn't back yet, so I figured I'd sit up here after putting the cameras out about a quarter mile that way. Man, this has been an awesome trip. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of work putting all this together, but I can't wait. I can't wait to share it with everybody. But I am excited about what I just set up. I'm using peanut butter as bait. I'm putting the cameras on the downhill side of the trees, kind of nestled into the pine duff. And the peanut butter is on several trees down below, and you could smell it. If they're coming down off that ridge, down to where we've been hitting the tree and leaving the log recorder, which something's been coming down there, you can hear it walking down, then they should walk by those trees. If they smell the peanut butter, they should walk by those trees and get a picture taken. Well, tonight we are going to have our first campfire in 5 days. So I am gathering up some rocks. Chris ran to Mina to grab some ice and some supplies for the next couple of days. We are both going to head out of here on Friday. Today is Wednesday. So I might leave on Saturday. If he leaves on Friday, I might stay one single night here by myself. And then see what happens. But it has been quite an exciting location, and I will definitely be back here, maybe even a little higher up than our campsite is now. Go a little bit higher next time. But I am really digging it. The activity seems to be off the charts. Oh, let's go with you, big boy. All right. We'll get you up there. Rocks are hard to find here. So much duff on the ground. I think this will be my last rock run right here. I'm gonna scoop up a few smaller ones, and that will suffice for a couple of nights. Build a good coal bed, just finally can sit down and have a couple of relaxing nights instead of constant work. I think we've mapped out a pattern here up there on that ridge, so we're definitely going to set something up tonight and then enjoy a campfire. roast some wieners. You know the routine. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a big one. Okie dokie. Now give me a smaller one, if I can find one. If I can find a smaller one, give me one. Great. And that's telling me my blood sugar's low. That's all right. That's all right. Let's throw this one in. You're a nice round one. All right. Okay. When it gets to be about 50 pounds, gotta head on back. £50 of rocks is my walk-in limit. Then I had to sit down and turn the fan on. All right. I think we can build something with that. All right. Let's grab this fan. And cool off. All right. This could be the one that got all the magic in it from the peanut butter setup last night. I tape the switch when I turn it to the volume that I want. I tape it because sometimes when I slide it in, it'll turn on this aluminum shaft. Yes, I said shaft. The aluminum hole. All right, this could contain all the magic. We had us a little fire ring set up last night for the first night in 5 or 6 nights. It made it nice.
Got a little cozy over there. Told ghost stories.
Look at this kitchen. Look at the meat on that man's plate.
The toast on. Gonna have toast and sausage sandwiches for breakfast.
I'm sending this into the GQ manual, GQ quarterly. Gentlemanly Quartermaster.
Glamping in the middle of the cabin.
Who there? who? No sausage for you.
No, I'm not enough.
You can tell we're a little bit excited about listening to this audio from last night, but we've been let down before. Right now I'm going over last night's audio, which was the first time I set up audio up there using peanut butter spread on a tree as bait. So just want to let you know what we're going to do tonight. This is going to be Chris's last night tonight. So we're going to go down and park. If you watch that last video I did about Area X20, there's a berm. Remember when I almost wrecked on my bike in the mud? So, somewhere down that trail there's a berm. We're going to park a vehicle there tonight, and I'm going to have my thermal camera set up, and we're going to walk from there going down to Turkey Snout Creek. We're going to do a little exploring down there after dark with the thermal camera on, see what we can strum up. I like the area. It's where I set up one of my tents with the audio and the lights in the tent. Remember, I was down there and I had my head on a swivel and it was spooky, and I saw a heat signature that turned out to be a rock, but I was a little nervous. That's where we're going. So yes, the creek was dry last time. I don't think it'll be dry this time. Well, my little 12-volt plug-in burned out, so it wasn't working at all. So I've stopped here at auto parts store here in Mena to see if I can't find some new alligator clips that turns into a 12-volt, and then the 12-volt that plugs into it to charge my phones and stuff. I cannot be without that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking for some alligator clips that have a 12-volt, where you can plug, you know, for a 12-volt onto a battery, where you can change something into a 12-volt plug-in.
Oh, you want to?
It's alligator clips that goes to a 12-volt, where you can plug in a 12-volt. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I think I've got.
I had one burn out on me. I use it for everything, charging everything. Yeah, perfect. Give me 2 of them. Oh,
that
no.
becomes an issue.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the only one I got like that.
Okay, now I need the 12-volt plug-in that has the portals where I can put in,
Like USBs?
Yeah, USBs where I can charge a phone. I got a YouTube channel, so I'm filming my
Adventures.
filming my camping adventures of stuff breaking.
Oh, I can't believe that would happen.
Who wants to go to Lonnie's?
So make sure you check out my YouTube channel.
All right.
What is
I'll
it?
catch you guys on it. The Sensible Bigfoot Project. I had a close encounter in 2005 in the Kiamichi Mountains. I had 2 come into my campsite, and it has changed my life. So now I'm ate up with the subject. Several times a year I do long extended camping trips where I use thermal cameras and audio equipment, and
There's some around.
you'll have to check out.
3558. I know my grandpa, he was a land surveyor, and he didn't like going out here in Nunley Tree Hill area. He said there's some, yeah, he was a land surveyor here in town, and he didn't like doing jobs out there because of things you could hear.
That is interesting.
I was trying to look you up here.
The Sensible Bigfoot Project. I've interviewed some interesting people on there who've seen some crazy things.
There's a hammer right there.
Get your signature on that one there, sir. Anywhere. You like my duplicate?
Yeah. Tried to eat it.
It did eat it. Thank you very much,
Thank you, sir. All right, you guys enjoy.
You too, sir.
Make sure that I am recording and everything is in the proper plug-in. It's 7 o'clock. So this recording will start at 7 o'clock and will end about 7 in the morning. I can sure smell peanut butter. All right, got the log. We're gonna rearm it. We're gonna reset it up. But first, I'm gonna go up and re-smear some peanut butter on the peanut butter trees. Where are... Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's one of the cameras. And there's the camera. Surely something will smell it in here. Yes. I know I can smell it. I can smell it good. All right, let's arm it. On, record. A little over halfway. Oh yeah. Perfect. All right. Now where do we want to put it? Because I need to hear some stuff happening. Well, I guess the woodpecker tree is as good as any. Puts it up at a decent enough height where you can hear some stuff going on up there. Yeah. I mean, looks kind of natural. All the peanut butter station is up there, and the two cameras are just above the peanut butter station. You've got this rocky filled holler over here that goes up into the mountain. We're on 63. We're heading in towards Big Cedar, and then we are going to head south until we get up to the Three Sticks Monument. Once we get there, we are heading back east on top of that ridge. We just turned off 259 right at the Three Sticks Monument heading east. This is the road they take to Area X, and I'm telling you, in the words of Matt Moneymaker, this looks squatchy. A shout out to my man Matt. This looks squatchy. And Bobo. My gosh. If we find, yeah, I mean, as long as we find an opening to send up the drone, I am stoked. We are in the heart of Bigfoot country here, people. I gotta pull my window down.
Okay. Will I have it blocked?
I don't know where it's at. There we go. Get it all the way down for me.
All the way down.
Yep. This truck is a beast. This is not a two-lane road. Hope nobody's coming in the other direction. Just nowhere. Man, this is awesome. I don't even think my camera's really even picking up anything in front of your truck here.
No, I got her.
Look at that thermal view. All right, everyone, we're setting out here on the logging road. I don't even know what this logging road is. What road number is this?
This is B165. Well, it's 6025. They changed.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
need to know a whole bunch of information.
Oh.
Just whichever one.
6025.
Okay, so we're on 6025 logging road, just east of the Three Sticks Monument, which is on 259 highway. Our plan is to just continue going east if we can, if it doesn't get too rough. Right now, I'd say we're about a mile down the road, and we're just going to occasionally stop, sit in chairs, and hope for visitors, and have the drone just sitting on the road ready to go. That if we get visitors, then we will have the drone ready to go in the air. So that's the plan. We're just gonna, go from multiple place to multiple place, and then occasionally send the drone up, and maybe we'll get lucky. At this point, we decided that anything over 100 feet made it almost impossible with the fog to see anything. So we decided that we would just bring the drone down and head east until we got to Pigeon Creek Road, which is the road we needed to head back north on to get to our campsite. And the rest of this road turned rough. So we head on down and we
hit some really sketchy parts of the trail that is very tight and squeezy. And something happened where that letter X is. Something came into the cab of our vehicle and scared the bejeebus out of us.
That's a bat. No, that's a little owl.
Let me roll the window down.
Okay, no, yeah.
He's out.
I didn't want to get rabies.
Alright.
Poor little owl.
He got out. That's good. He got out. Try to get that window. Let me roll that window down.
Did he come in through the top?
Came in through here. Came right across me.
Oh.
Hit my arm.
Did you think it was a bat?
I thought it was a bat.
Yeah, I don't want to get no.
Nope.
I don't want to get no bite from a bat.
Nope. I don't want to get clawed by an owl, but hey, I'm glad he hastily made his way out of here.
My butt was chewing away, chewing a hole through your seat.
You were coming over here to me. I'm like, why didn't he go to the door?
Yeah, we just went past that hairpin turn. All right, this is the day that Chris is leaving. We got a little rain last night, so I'm up here to collect last night's audio. We had about a 3-hour stretch of moderate rain, so I should be able to hear stuff before that and after that. But I will collect the audio. The peanut butter station is up there. The 2 cameras are up there, but the audio was stationed right here. So, all right. All right. Were you guys up here last night? Make yourself known. I'm only gonna have one more night before I head out. Hey y'all, it looks like Chris is gonna stay another night.
I'm in it to win it, brother.
It's 2 o'clock and he hadn't loaded up shit.
I'm in it to win it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit this weekend. We're gonna do it. Through all the thunderstorms and the bike wrecks, we're in it to win it.
Right, you're just now hitting your stride.
That's right. Yeah, I just hung my fan. What are you talking about?
All healthy, yeah, all healthy.
Healed?
Everything is dry. His bike is fixed.
Yep.
He's ready for the next couple days.
That's it, that's it. No time limit on us, we're going. I use that word loosely.
Yeah, that everybody can gauge that however they want to,
Yeah, for sure.
based on our behaviors. But we haven't listened to last night's audio.
That's right.
We listened to last night's audio. We both might decide to stay another week.
There you go. Be the Walmart run, but yeah.
Road ready?
Yes, sir. Everything is locked, loaded, tied in. You got everything.
My advice to you is go west, young man. I mean, go east, young man.
This has been a hell of a trip, brother. This is more than I could ever. This is the stuff you read about.
top of the line stuff here.
This is, you made a good decision going up in here and walking up on that bridge like that. That's awesome.
I'm gonna break the kitchen tent down, pull the tarps off, condense everything down, put some stuff in the vehicle so that all that's left is my tent, and then carry on with my evening.
Get a back truck over here like you said.
Yeah, I'll bring my vehicle into here. The breakdown has started. Starting to get my night before campsite cleaned up for easier departure tomorrow. Those things have turned out to work great. They hold very solid. All right, I just want to let everybody know how it's after 6 o'clock, and I want to let you know how I'm going to set things up tonight. I'm going to have a little campfire. Chris is already gone, so I'm going to, and I've pulled down my, I pared down my stuff to make it easier to leave tomorrow. But tonight is going to be one good saturation of audio. So I've got my chair set up here for the campfire with my headset, and I've got the cord run to a parabolic log out here behind the tent, facing uphill in that direction, which is where I'll be going and coming back from. Also it'll, it can hear easily down here in this ravine. So this log here will be taking in all the sound back in here. So my activity is going to be up here in the chair, but I'll be listening to what's happening back there. So I'll be able to observe with my ears what's happening in behind me and uphill. So I'm getting ready to fill out a couple of logs to take up there tonight. I'm going to put one at the, well, you'll see. I'll film it. All right, this is my last night, and I am going to rebait this spot. This is where we had some action again last night. I still have not checked those cameras. I'm just going to let them sit. I'm going to let it ride for another night. But I'm going to place one of the logs in the woodpecker tree. You can see the woodpecker tree. So I've got one of the logs here. I will pull everything out, get it armed. So far, this is working pretty good in this location. Don't exactly know where everything is happening around here, but tonight I want to take a second one up higher up the ridge. I'd like to know if that's where the originations of these sounds are coming from. So I'm going to walk around the game cameras that I have out, and I will point them out to you. I've got there's trees up here that I've smeared a little peanut butter on. All right, there's one of them. You can see right there at the base of that tree is one of the game cameras pointing in that direction. And that's where all the peanut butter things are. Okay, so I've got another one. Where is it at? maybe that was the other one. Maybe that was the one to the right. Okay, so you can actually see this is kind of a game trail going up the ridge here. So is this actually interfering with where they like to come down this ridge? So I am going to take this log just a little bit further up. And I don't want to lose my bearings. All right. Well, I think as long as I stay true to this little ridge here, that I can't go wrong. So we got this pretty branchy little tree here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in here. Gonna arm it. I actually don't like it there. It's just too out in the open. I'm thinking I'd like to put it down in here like this. Maybe. Yeah. So there you go. See it setting down in there? It's still facing uphill somewhat in this area. So as long as I don't forget where it's at, I should have brought some little pipe cleaners, those little like yellow pipe cleaners that I could. Well, I'm just gonna have to make sure that I get an eyeball on everything up here, because I do not want to lose track of it. So it's quite a ways up here. Okay. As long as if I remember that tree, go straight down. Okay, this trail is pretty visible. So it's as long as I stay on this trail, I should be okay. It's just above this funky looking bent tree. So I got to remember all that. Okay. All right, so there's the bike. So straight up here by the bike, where the bike is parked. All right. Now I will do my other business. My other business is spreading out a little peanut butter, do a good tree knock, and then head on back to camp. I've been yakking, so something should have already heard me. All right. kind of weird being out here by myself after all this time. It's going to be quiet tonight. Every little sound, I should be able to know that it's not Chris moving around in his tent. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed his company, but being alone is it's a different kind of animal out here. When you're alone, you can sit still and know that you're hearing something going on. There's just no way to know. When you've got other people around, you just can't be 100% certain that they haven't decided to pop in an earbud or plug in a phone or open something or take a whiz in a jar or grunt and groan and moan and whatever and snore. So it really makes it difficult. Sure, it's scarier when you're alone, but it's easier to interpret sounds because you know when it's not you. I know when it's not me because I can lay motionless when I think something's going on. Hell, I don't want nothing to know I'm awake. When Chris was coming back with his squeaky brakes, it reminded me of that black dude from Fridays. The big old black dude with the little, riding that little squeaky bike. T-Bone. I don't know his name, but it's funny. It's funny. I don't care what you say. All right, we are good to go. Shut her off. And in the morning, we'll go get some stuff. We'll go get that stuff and hopefully something will happen down here tonight. Here's what it's pared down to, just one tent. All my tarps are rolled up. I can get a campfire going here pretty soon. It's gonna be a good night. I hope. Well, Chris stole my my wiener stick. My wiener cooking, my brat wire stick. He took it. So now I gotta make one. I gotta make one for my wiener. I'm gonna roast me a wiener. But first I gotta make one, and it's gotta be just right. It's got to be straight. It's got to be supple. It's gotta be green. It can't burn and the wiener fall off. So, okay. We're gonna get her going here in a minute. Don't be jealous, yo. Ooh. When it busts, it's ready. Come on, Biggie. I'm roasting some wieners for you. I know you're watching. Oh, should be a quick breakdown tomorrow. I bet I could be out of here in about 2 hours. we are going to start with putting the camera onto the monitor, the GoPro camera. And then put it on. Okay. And then we will put this bad boy on. First, we will plug the batteries up. All right. Visibility is good. You can look here. There's the campfire. There's the vehicle. Visibility is nice. Campfire's putting off some heat. It's about dark 30, and I am walking away from camp. You can see the campfire down there by camp, but I am heading up the trail. I'm gonna make my way up, all the way to where the recording log is and the baits. It's gonna get darker and darker since this is the first night I've been by myself. Chris left today, so I really need to try to make something happen here. Maybe me being alone will be more of a spectacle, but we'll see. Well, I'm up here at the corner of the trail going back down to the camp. This is where we saw the heat signature the other night. So, would it be fitting to catch one on my last night in the same spot? That would be nice. Catch something. That's the trail behind me going north. Well, I don't see nothing. Maybe I'll get it on recorder up there.
Now remember the couple of times that I've drawn y'all's attention to that rocky holler up there by the recorder logs, that I thought maybe the sounds were coming from there. And I teased you that I've caught some kind of heat signature. Well, here's the heat signature right on the edge of that rocky holler, and it slips down in there while I'm looking at it.
See if I can see what's going on around here. I got something right over here. I'm going to turn my back to it. Hey, buddy. Where'd you go? I just saw you. All right. Let's go up here by the knocking tree. See what's going on up here by the knocking tree. Is there something? Did I see something out there? I did see something, but where'd you go? Where'd you go, buddy? Right there. know I'm up here close to the game cameras and the peanut butter and the upper log. A little bit shy of the upper log. Can you guys even figure me out? First, I'm going to tell you guys, I am sketched out up here. I made it all the way up to the upper recording log. Now I know I can find it in the daylight because I'm up here and I found it in the dark. And it's thick as hell. It's about a 40-degree angle. I thought I saw something down below as I was coming up. I'm trying to be brave. I'm talking to calm myself. I really would like, I did not get a chance to see it very well, but I will when I can get it downloaded to a computer to look at it. It was there and then it was gone. Man, I had trouble finding the trail coming down from the ridge there. I gotta admit, I was spooked there for a minute or two. Holy crap, that's the campfire. Had me going there for a minute. See? Or the camp coals. Getting things packed up, cleaned up. I got last cup of coffee going, and I gotta run up and get the last 2 recorders and the cameras, and then that'll be it. Be road ready. Here in a couple hours, I'll be on the road back to Kansas. All right, let's go get them. Let's see how things look. Okay, that log is still holding steady. Let me go up and get the game cam, the other log first, the upper log. Okay, back down. Down is much easier. Right here. Okay. We will take it. Shut it off. Now I put a chocolate bar right there. It's gone. The peanut butter's gone. Peanut butter's gone. Peanut butter's gone. All the peanut butter's gone. I sure hope there's something on the game cam. This is the last shot. Gathering up the equipment up here and heading down for the last time. I sure hope to be back. I guarantee you I'll be back. This place is definitely on my to-go-to radar. I'd like to bring some people out here and do some things up there on that ridge. Some experiments. See if I can find a place up there to launch the drone. But yeah, see what you guys think. Anybody want to join me for a week out here, and we'll get up there on that ridge, find a space for the drone, and then do some nighttime stuff. Alright, I'm in Poto. It's about 2 o'clock and I am starving. I am looking for an Arby's. My God, I am dying for a big roast beef. 17 days out in the bush. Just eggs and snacks. No real food to speak of. Just dreaming of an Arby's sandwich. Oh, there's a bail bondsman. That's good to know. I might need that. Oh my God, I thought I was about to run out of real estate here, and there's an Arby's lit up like the righteous gemstone stage. Arby's. Come on, people. Give me a gap. I can take that gap. All right. I can taste it now.
It's really just the little things. It's just the little things make me so happy.
Well, welcome to Arby's. Go in order whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'd like a big roast beef or a double or whatever, but the biggest roast beef you got. And that's all.
We have a half pound.
Bring it. Bring it, sister.
Would you like any sauce to go with that?
A little barbecue will be great.
Of course. That total's going to be $8.42. Alrighty, $11.58 is your change, and I'll be right back with that, okay?
This is heaven. This is heaven if I've ever been there. This is heaven in a sandwich. I see you over there, woman. That might have been the best sandwich I've had in my entire life.
Too good, didn't we? Looking for her frisbee.
Yes, it's really me. It's really me. Do you want to show me something, Lassie? Do you want to... Is Timmy in the well? Is Timmy in the well, Lassie? Yeah, it smells like Oklahoma. Might even smell like Bigfoot.
impossible dream. Even in sleep, I'm deep in you. Even in sleep, I'm deep in you. Stretching out before my fumbling. Possible dream. Even in sleep, I'm deep in you. Even in sleep, I'm deep in you. Even in sleep, I'm deep in you. When the light falls downward from a tumbling moon, shine on my blindness, my hunger to soothe. Even in sleep,